Hi students, I'll try in this educational video to technologically introduce the fillet welded joint resistance as simply and as clearly as possible. Okay, let's go. First, it's to note that welded joints are widely used in various steel connections as it is depicted by the pictures that you see now in this slide where the welded joints are highlighted in yellow and pink colors. It's to note also that the fillet welded joint resistance can be evaluated using two main methods. The first one is the directional method and the second one is the simplified method. And I explained the directional method in a previous educational video that you can find the link in the box description. And in this educational video, I will explain the simplified method. Well, based on the European Standards 1993-1-8, the simplified method associated to the fillet welded joint resistance is expressed as FWED, which is the weld force design value per weld unit length, divided by FWRD, which is the design resistance per weld unit length, is lower than 1. This simply means that the applied force on the weld per unit length should not exceed the design resistance of the weld per unit length. Of course, unit length of the weld. So the weld force design value FWED can be simply seen as the maximum force applied on the weld per weld unit length, while the design resistance per weld unit length FWRD is determined based on the European Standards 1993-1-8 as the design shear strength of the weld FVWD multiplied by the effective throat thickness of the weld A. The design shear strength of the weld FVWD is determined based also on the European Standards 1993-1-8 as the ultimate tensile strength of the weaker connected part Fu divided by the square root of 3 divided by beta W, which is a correlation factor determined based on the table that you see now in this slide depending on the steel grade. And the effective throat thickness of the weld A is determined based on the figure that you see in the right of this slide, and I explained this in detail in a previous educational video that you can find the link in the box description. This educational video takes end. Please, if you have any remarks, suggestions, or question, please mention it in the comments. Thank you very much for your attention.